Welcome back to Snakh Time, where I didn't sign up for this. I'm Steven.
And I'm Nadia.
I'm Dolly.
And I'm Kayla.
And I'm Haley.
And today we're going to be talking ghost stories. And we're here in the auditorium.
It's haunted, so it's even more scary.
It's cold in here, so y'all know what that means.
There's
ghosts.
spooky already.
So let's turn off the lights and get to it.
I'm scared to on the side. Okay,
Me too, then I find that scream. Like, he just comes
what if there's something next to
you?
I would cry. This baby better not cry because I would get scared. Ooh, I love the red. Can you see us on the camera? Where's my phone?
I'm so curious.
It's kind of scary.
Can you see us?
Can you see us without the flashlight?
I don't want to be right here.
No?
Okay.
Do you want to
What about now?
So you're not there?
Yeah.
Nadia's scared. Watch her switch spots.
I am. No, I wanted to do this. I'm still scared.
I'll laugh if something grabs me.
So,
That's really Dang, Steven, you're pretty high on this thing.
so who's starting off, guys?
Steven. Or what was the ghost story that Oscar said that we didn't hear? Say it, hurry, his ghost story.
Oh, wait, can you see us? He saw like an orb in his camera and it wouldn't like leave for a while and then it finally like left after like going crazy.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Here comes Oscar!
I'm gonna sit right here though. I'm gonna sit right here. No.
We can see
It's about you.
Can you see us on the camera if we turn off our lights? 'Cause I don't know.
If you turn them off, no. It's like total
Just put
darkness.
them in your lap.
So
Excuse me, oh my god.
we were putting in security cameras throughout the whole district, right? And we put them in the band hall. And one day I was watching it, so we were making sure
Continue.
that the angle was right. So I was looking, and the camera's right in the corner, and it was facing the back door that comes into the band hall. Well, while I was watching it, something looked weird, but I was like, okay, whatever. Later on that day, I went back and pulled up the recorded history of it, and I was looking, and by the back door that goes outside, there was an orb by the back door. Okay, and it stayed there. And then all of a sudden,
but it looks like someone's sitting in a chair back there.
so
That's there.
so anyways,
Like,
this orb goes on the floor, and it did like a zigzag pattern.
Do you have it still?
I have to look for the date. And then all of a sudden it shot up straight to the camera. It was like right at the camera. And then it went back down, zigzagged some more. It went into the band director's office, came out, went back up to the camera, and then it left.
Is it bad that I have to keep looking around? Me too.
I know.
And-
I have my back.
This is why I sleep in the dark so I don't see anything. Yeah. If I sleep with light on, I'll be looking around, expecting
Can I
something.
grab my jacket? Because I'm getting cold.
We'll put the light for you, Steven.
And then I'll throw.
Steven, watch out! Someone's sitting right there too.
You really scared me when you said that.
When Steven said that, oh my gosh. I honestly wanted to run
No,
out.
when he said that, I was looking out there and I think I thought I saw something, but it was that like thing, whatever.
Oh, that's always been there.
Yeah. Okay, anywho, who's gonna talk?
Steven?
Steven has ghost stories.
Okay, so
Let's flashlight on here.
when I was 13, I lived in Minnesota, and it was like winter when we lived in this place. But and it was like a 2-story with a basement. And this is like, I gotta be specific about this. But and I lived with my aunt, my cousins, my mom, my brother, and my sister. Now my aunt and my cousins had gone down to St. Paul because we lived in northern Minnesota. But they went down to St. Paul to see some family of ours. And then my mom and my sister actually went north to Duluth, I think, for the day. And while they were gone, it was just me and my brother. And like my brother was only 11 at the time. But like a blizzard hit.
At your house?
Yeah.
Oh.
And we lived in the middle of nowhere. So it was just me and my brother out in the middle of nowhere in the middle of a blizzard.
Did the power turn on?
It did for a bit.
Where did the power go?
The power went out for like 10 minutes. And anyway, there was something wrong with the kitchen and the basement. Because like there was something really wrong with the basement and I could feel it. Like I couldn't be down there by myself because I was just too scared. But when I was in the kitchen, I think it was just like I wasn't really good at cooking then, so it was just like I think we just got like cardboard pieces or something, and we were making them in the oven. But when I went to take them out, it was like really weird because like even when I reached my hand in the oven, there was like a cold spot in the oven.
We're trying to possess your pizza.
In a hot oven?
No, but this is what got me.
Put your hand in a hot oven?
No, like I was grabbing the pizza, but it felt cold.
Oh.
Look
But
at Oscar.
I'm scared.
I know, sit down out here making me nervous.
I know, I see your shadow and I get scared.
it was only there for a minute, and then like, oh, there's people outside.
Wait, shh.
No,
No, just shh.
no,
No.
No, I'm serious, just shh.
no. I gotta finish the story.
Okay, after we're gonna shh.
Okay, no.
Anyway, so there's this cold spot in the oven, and like I just thought it was
Do you
weird.
see like something white up there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's like
There's
it's coming from outside.
No, no, not the light. The one next to it. The next hole. There's like something white.
I
Oscar, stop. Oscar, get over here before you scare me. Oscar, get over here. I'm kind of scared.
He looks scary.
I think it's honestly just our minds playing.
What if
tricks
he's
on us.
what if Oscar got possessed?
Don't
But, like,
No, like look. Okay, it's in the corner. The first box. It's in the corner
No,
on
I
the left
can
side.
see it. I think it's just like a pole.
Okay.
Because I've seen it before.
Okay, just go on your story before we have
Anyway.
a freaking.
Before
So
you're
it
here.
was just me and my brother, and like this blizzard hit while we were making pizzas. But like a couple hours into the blizzard, it was just I was pulling a pizza out of the oven, but there was like a cold spot. And I don't really know why, but I didn't think anything of it. But it's like anyway, I got the pizzas out and put it on the oven. But then I closed the oven, and that's when the power went out. And then that cold spot just went like straight through me.
Oh my gosh.
Steven, that's a ghost. I went straight through you.
What if it's in a...
But I didn't have any like light or anything, and then like things on the counter started falling, and I could hear it because it was in the middle of the night.
That's too scary.
That's too scary for me. I probably would have called the cops.
Called the cops.
Oh yeah. Hey, there's a ghost in my house. Come get it. Come get me.
But like the scary, like we didn't have service out there.
Oh, Steven, wow.
That's like a scary movie.
That is like a scary movie.
But like that stuff was happening in the kitchen, and my brother was in the bedroom taking a nap. And I was about to wake him up and thought the food was done, but he was asleep and the power went out, and then all that happened.
would have been like, yeah.
So you're practically alone the whole time.
And what do you do after that? Like, you just like.
I just like
How'd you sleep?
I stopped going to the basement.
How'd you sleep?
I slept with the lights on for the rest of the time. Like I stayed there, and most times I had trouble sleeping because it was crazy.
That's scary.
Are y'all gonna shh now? Wait. Oh, y'all got the shush now.
Yeah, I don't like this.
But
I'm trying to hear something.
I'm trying to make y'all hear the baby breathe and y'all get scared, but it's just the baby. So
Oh. That's what you want to
y'all don't pay attention.
Okay, do you have any more
Are we gonna catch
What if you looked like away and your baby was gone? Look at the.
Your baby was
She would have
floating
failed.
in there.
I know, like it's buckled up. Where's Oscar?
Oscar, don't go too far.
Do y'all ever get this like chill down your back?
Yes.
You get scared.
I'm surprised I have it.
I know, same.
Like in here.
I'm old though.
I was really scary to have them. Like,
I'm leaving.
Who did that?
Not if like hit me like. I got scared. I was about to.
I want something to happen and then she said it didn't happen.
It's like Oscar. What you say?
I already said that already though. Because I was like 9. I don't know. But
Steven really left.
Steven, we need Steven. We need Steven in here. Steven,
I
told you.
Don't get him back.
I was going to scream loud.
Come back, Steven. Steven, who's behind you?
You freaking
Bro, that's scary because he closed the door. You look so scary.
I was already
He has
on
a
edge
crab.
and
Guys, the
threw
lights
the
are
chair.
off. Oscar, he's getting gay.
Oscar, you better stop before something happens to you.
I hope the man gets you.
The man? What if it's a girl?
Well, story is, I think that someone walks up there.
Someone
on the
walks up
catwalk.
there.
For real, like a ghost. Like during plays and stuff.
To watch what's going on.
What was that?
Oh, they were talking out front.
Oh,
That was just them out front.
I was like,
What if they get mad at us for being loud? Who cares?
okay, I need to sit back in my seat.
JK, don't come for me.
Okay, so
Don't come for us,
we turned these
paycheck.
lights back on.
no. We're good.
Bro,
No, I'm
I'm
not
like,
I hurt my ankle when I got
my heart hurts. Like,
I was about to leave that baby.
Some mother she is.
I would have came back later.
Steven just got up and
You're
I
brave
didn't
woman over
even see
there.
Stephen Lee, bro. He booked it. He booked it. Because once I looked in, he was already out the door.
I know, like, I got up and I turned around and he was walking. I got so scared.
I didn't know.
I just
who it was.
walked. Like, if I ran, I'd been out of here.
Oscar, you better sit down.
Yeah. Can you like sit over here?
can see you. Okay, is there another ghost story? Guys, I lost my phone.
yeah,
It's right there behind you.
Well, I have another one. You're gonna hear it.
Okay, yes. Still.
Oscar!
Because I
just saw his
head.
Oh.
Okay, let him talk. Go.
Like my dad told me this, and I was just a baby at the time. But we were in this house in Cisco, Texas. Yeah, it was Cisco. But like whenever we were moving, my dad went to check the house to make sure everything was clear. You know, just in case like we had left something or forgot something. And he was getting the last of the boxes that were in the living room. But there was this big mirror that was on the wall, and like the reflection was the door. And he bent down to pick up a box, but when he stood back up, in the reflection, he could see in the doorway like a 2 or 3-year-old boy just standing there.
In the doorway?
Yeah, in the doorway. And when he turned around, no one was
That
there.
is scary.
Especially when they're like playing.
You know what's scary?
Ooh,
We found out that there was a boy that
You
my
heard that
grandma.
right.
What?
I heard it too, kinda.
Nah. I'm
It's like
about to
somebody
leave.
snapped.
I've never heard
I'm
him say
about to leave.
Same, I was like, unproper grammar.
I'm proper grammar.
I'm gonna finish this story and I'm out of here. Okay? Like,
No,
I'm
Steven,
not
please
sticking
don't
around for
go
this.
there.
No, you're a guy. You need to protect us.
Dollies, is there a mom's house that they would hear little kids
But it-
playing in the hallway?
Oh,
I didn't finish the story.
Hold on, I was okay. And then
Okay, finish.
Okay, so anyway, we found out that in like in the 50s, it was like the 40s or 50s, there was a little boy that, like, when my grandpa was a little kid, he was playing with this other kid, but he ate a peach and he choked on the pit because he didn't know that, like, the pit because he was too tall. And turns out that his friend lived in that house that we were staying in, and the kid fit the exact description. Oscar, please stop breaking stuff.
it was you.
I'm gonna look
That
at the floor
wasn't
for
you,
what it
I'm out of
was.
here.
I don't want to get.
Nah, no. Alright, come on.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Oh my god.
I'm too scared for
Okay, I need to stop eating.
Same, I couldn't even swallow, dude.
I was
too
It's only 10:33.
I'm in the middle of
I'm
swallowing.
not sitting here
Ghost.
for another like 20 minutes listening to compressors go off and pencils break and people walking on catwalks. If I hear another thing, I'm leaving.
I can't see up there.
Steven, we asked for this.
People watching people sit in chairs behind me. All right. If I see or hear something, I'm gone.
Oh my god.
Nah.
Oscar, stop. He's running away. Who's behind you? Steve. He really left.
Steven, I'm kind of scared about the lights on. What are we gonna do with this? I know, Oscar is
He needs to finish his story.
I thought you.
He did it? Oh no,
Oscar needs to come tell us a story about Zavala. Oscar, tell us it. Oh, don't do that.
You can't even see you, it's dark.
That's scary. Oscar, just sit right there.
You sit right there and tell us about your story.
Zavala!
Everyone, welcome Oscar.
For the first time!
We're all just scared.
I know.
Yeah.
But I told y'all this story.
But you haven't told our audience. Everybody.
Here comes
Steven!
What's up? Go.
Okay, so when I first started with the school district, almost 5 years ago, I took a job at food service, okay? And I used to deliver stuff to all the cafeterias early in the morning. It was early in the morning, and usually everything's normal, and I would always hear little things here and there at the wall because that's where the warehouse was for food service. Well, one day, I went into work, and I walked into the warehouse to check the temperatures of the freezers and refrigerator, and there was a desk just chilling in the middle of the room with a water bottle on there, and I was like, okay, whatever. I don't know where the desk came from because there wasn't a desk in there anyway in the first place. Just a student desk. So I moved it, threw the water bottle away and went on about my day. The next day I come back and the desk is back.
There's a water bottle on it.
The water bottle was empty this time though. So I was like, alright. So I put the desk in another room and locked the room, threw away the water bottle. I came back the next day and the desk is closer to the door with the water bottle turned on its side.
The empty one?
The empty one, after I had thrown it away.
Oh, it's somewhat nice.
So I did the same thing. And mind you, the only way to get into the warehouse is through that door that I come in and a door from the outside. And I was the only one that had a key for the door from the outside. And I was the first one that got there in the morning. The next day when I get there, the doors to go into the warehouse from the inside, I couldn't open them. They just would open, and it was dark in there, so I couldn't really see what was keeping them from not being there. Open them up.
Were they like jammed or like you didn't want to unlock? Or
Like they were, like something
Oh.
was, like something was holding it. So I went outside and came in through the other door. When I turned on the lights and looked at the doors, the desk was up on its side and pushed up against the doors.
Oh, that's people like in the cafeteria. Like that compressor.
sounded
I don't know
like
why it got me so bad, but it was like, it's just the guys working over there. Like a lot of the noise we're hearing is just the guys working.
Okay, continue.
No, but the desk was up on its side and jammed up against the doors. Where nobody could get in. Like I said, the only other way in was through that back door that I only had the key to get into it.
That's scary. You go by yourself.
There's a wall after the first time, I would have been.
Yeah.
Nope.
I remember I used to go to the pet store. The water would be on by itself in the bathroom.
That's some Harry Potter stuff right there. I said that's some Harry Potter stuff right there.
Scary.
That's scary. I'm scared.
Have you ever heard of putting your car in neutral, putting powder on your car?
Oh, they ride. What's it called?
The train track.
Oh, my little kids.
What is
was you
that?
this
What
time?
happens?
Wait, it's not here though, right? It's like
It's in
some
San
place.
Antonio, I think.
Oh yeah.
What
You
do you do?
put your car in neutral on the train tracks, and then you have baby powder all around it, and then your car would get pushed to the other side, and then you'll see handprints on the baby powder. It's like
Little kids
kid
pushing you.
Yeah, because was it a bus full of little kids that died there?
As the train hit them.
Oh my gosh. I'm freezing. Cold too. I'm freezing cold right now. That's
You want to hear a
scary.
scary story? It's not real or anything. I don't know.
Is it a myth?
Wanna hear a real story too?
Yeah.
I've already told it too. I've had like a lot of scary experiences.
I have none.
But
I have none, but I know a lot of
like
legends and
the Jeff the Killer experience, the Slender Man experience,
Oh, that's a lot.
the
Scary.
scratching at my door in the middle of the night after the power went out in the middle of the night.
shut the door?
I didn't tell you that one?
No.
Okay. So it was like back at the beginning of the year, like at the beginning of the school year. Okay, they got me. That's someone working in the cafeteria. But the power went out because like it was raining and hailing, and like I live out in the middle of nowhere. Because right now, me and my dad are just staying at a camper trailer, and we're working on our house, like so we can, like our actual house. But we're just staying in a camper trailer right now. So there's like only one door in and out, and I was sitting on the couch playing my Xbox, and then the power went out, and I was like, oh well, then I guess I'll just like, I don't know, like I'll just go to bed or something. But like after I thought that, I stood up, and then my dog started growling and barking at the door. And then there were footsteps, and not like little footsteps either, but like it was like someone in boots stomping around outside. And of course I had the door locked. But
Hold on.
People are walking.
yeah, someone's by the door. Oh, that's Balfour.
Someone not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They like singing.
But anyway, like these like really heavy footsteps stopped in front of my door, and that is the only way in or out. So I couldn't just take off or anything. Yeah. But then it just stopped. I'm like, okay. And like, I just wanted it to go away. I didn't know what it was. But then like 2 seconds later, there was scratching at my door. Sorry, my throat's dry. Do we have Capri Sun?
Yeah.
Anyway, stopped in front of the door and started scratching. Well, my dog jumped off the couch where she was growling, and then she got right in front of the door and was just barking. And I turned around and grabbed my baseball bat, like because I use it for like home protection and stuff. But the second I grabbed it and turned around, the scratching stopped.
That's too scary. Her scene picked up the baseball bat and said, yeet, and bye.
They're like, we're out.
We're out for real. Oh my gosh. This is like, this is kind of scary.
This is sketchy. Like,
Yeah, this is sketchy, honestly. Like,
Do you want to know like the scariest part of it? The power went out. Like I was told it was for the entire grid out where I live. But what happened because those footsteps happened. So our what do you call it? Breaker box is connected to our house that we're building. And anyway, the second the power went out,
Oscar, don't look behind us, please.
those footsteps. Those footsteps started from the breaker box. Like the second the power went out. Alright, stop looking around now. You're actually
honestly,
I know.
back there when the light went off, like there was a shadow of like a person's shadow. So I thought it was Oscar's, but like it doesn't pop up again.
What color?
I swear it
Do
was.
you remember a color?
Can you turn off this light real quick?
Turn off your flashlight.
No.
Wait, that. Why didn't you know you were
No,
gonna
turn on the lights. I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
Yeah, because we've been sitting here for like 20 minutes.
In the dark.
No, Oscar.
No, wait, hold on. Put your light down a little.
No.
What are you doing?
We're being brave.
No, I'm scared.
No, I
I'm
don't like
scared.
Okay, for real, turn on the lights because I'm scared.
I'm scared. I'm on the feeling of being scared.
How is it like I'm scared this entire time, and when I'm not, you guys get scared?
I just got the chills.
I'm scared. Turn on the light, Oscar.
Finally, I got the chills.
Oscar's just torturing us right now.
'Cause we've been
Oscar, hurry before I run out of here.
We asked for this.
We literally almost ran out of here, remember?
Oh yeah.
What if you see something like this? I doubt it.
I don't know. I need to put my backpack on because that's some stuff.
What was that?
We're not gonna give me my
What time is it anyway?
43. Oh, the camera's still on, right?
Yeah.
They're seeing us. Who fucking we really are.
You
Scary.
guys want the lights
So
back on?
nothing
Yeah,
scary,
we're
scary
about to end it
happened.
anyway.
Maybe we turn off the cameras and
really.
something scary
It was
happens.
just our mind getting
Does
to us.
it? No, usually. Oh.
And some pretty creepy stories.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll do this again. Let us know what y'all think. Thumbs up.
It was pretty scary for me. Yeah.
Steven ran out like twice.
Yeah,
Came back,
ran
ran out.
We almost ran out too. Well, make sure to comment down below, like, and subscribe.
Hit that bell button if you haven't already for notifications.
And have a
What was I
wonderful
gonna
Easter.
say?
Have a wonderful Easter.
I want to do this again. But like,
We'll be more prepared.
I don't know, but it's kind of scary.
It is scary.